topic is going to be about community college. And I decided to do this topic because I feel like it's very important for people who are in high school who are starting to go through the process of finding their college, applying, putting in applications, putting in their transcripts, giving their ACT, SAT scores, and all that other good jam to their colleges. And the reason why I want to talk about this because a lot of people tend to talk bad about community college. I am currently 20 years old. I am at a community college right now, and I could tell you it's such an amazing place to go to. The people there is amazing. They help you try and form the person you're trying to be, and it's just a great place to be. I also want to talk about this because I've been noticing a lot of people that I know from my high school starting to trickle into the college that I'm at now. And whenever I see them, I'm like, oh wow, hi, how are you? Why are you guys here? And the first thing they say is, I couldn't afford my university. And that's a big thing, like colleges now cost a leg and an arm. You're giving up all your money just to go to a college. And the thing is, with community colleges, you're basically doing your gen eds. Gen eds are your basic science, history, math, which is your first 2 years. With that time, you're also trying to figure out what you want to be. So in my instance, this is my second year at my college, and I decided to change my major. I am no longer going to be an educational major. That's going to be my minor now. And now my major is going to be kinesiology. So that's what I'm doing. And the thing about that is that now I kind of have to start over with my gen eds, because your gen eds kind of root you into what your degree is going to be. So for instance, for me, now that my major is under like science topics, I kind of have to start over again. And the good thing about being at a community college is like you feel like you didn't waste your time there. Like I kind of feel that way, but then again I don't, because it's so cheap. It's about 1,500 or 2,000 each semester, which is nothing. A semester at another college could be, I don't know, like 8,000-9,000. You're probably paying like 20,000 a year for housing and your classes. So that's a lot to think about. And with me, I feel like, yes, I kind of lost a year and a half, but then again, I don't feel too bad because I'm not spending a leg and an arm to go to this college. It's not bad at all. Another thing is you have to find a community college that is good for you. It's so many colleges out there, and it's kind of hard to find it just because it's based off of your region and where you live. So for instance, with my community college, they only let so many people get in at a cheaper rate than everybody else. Like Chicago can't get the same rate as I get where I live. I live in a suburb of Chicago, and some of the suburbs are able to pay the cheaper rate. That's with any college, right? If you go, like let's say I go to Mississippi or something like that and go to school, or go to school in California, I'm gonna be paying out of state tuition, and people who live in California will be paying in-state tuition, which is cheaper. Same with community colleges. The area that you are living in, you'll be paying like your in-state tuition, and everyone else will be paying out-of-state tuition. So that's what makes it even better for me, because I'm at a community college, which is one of the top community colleges in Illinois. And then on top of that, it's just an amazing facility. They have amazing teachers, amazing social workers. Like everybody works hand in hand with you. And I also love it because of how small the classes are. My classes could have up to 10 people in it. You have to have 10 people to have a class, and then it goes up from there. So one of my classes last semester only had 10 people, and then it trickled down to 8. As long as you start with 10, your class can run. Your class can go from 10 people to 30 something. So it's like you're having a high school class all over again. You were able to have that one-on-one time with your teacher. Your teacher knows your name. Your teacher knows your strengths. They know your weaknesses. They could are able to sit down and help you. And on top of that, they have office hours, so you're able to go in through their office hours and get even more help and support. We also have tutoring right in the building, so you go right downstairs, get tutoring with whatever you need. We in the library, it's different workshops that's happening with like writing and reading and all these other things that I personally don't use, but it's an amazing thing to have that's free. On top of that, I know that a lot of universities have those things, but you would probably have to pay a little something out of pocket to get it. But in our case, it's free. It's right there for us, so we don't have to pay any more than we do. So I just think that is something that people should think about doing, because it's financially amazing. You're not giving, like I said before, a leg and an arm just to go. The classes are ridiculously small, so you have that one-on-one time to answer your questions, write in class, get clarifications, have that one-on-one time with your teacher, be able to know your teacher's name, your teacher knows your name. It's not a lecture of 1,000 people. Another thing I don't understand is why people are so concerned about going to a community college. It's like, why would I go to a community college when I have a university right here? And it's like, weigh out your options. How is your family doing financially? How are you doing financially? Do you know what you want to do when you grow up? Do you think you're going to change your major by chance like I did out the random? It's so many things you have to think about while going into college that you don't want it to mess up your flow. And when it starts messing up your flow, that's money that's getting thrown out to these universities that they're just click, eat. And now you're just like, meh, what do I do? And you don't want to have that moment, you know? I believe that a person should have at least one community college in all the universities they're applying to, because it's also a good backup. You know, people are applying to 10, 15 universities. How do you know you're going to get accepted? And if you don't get accepted, what's your plan B? You have your community college right there that will accept you like that. No problems, no expectations. You just come in as you are. You could be in a classroom with an 18-year-old all the way to a 50-something-year-old, and you're learning the same thing. You're in the same boat, which is pretty cool too, because they have things that they live through that they could bring into the class and tell us that could enlighten the class even more, you know? You don't have that at a university, which I feel like that's a small plus, but it's still a plus. And the thing I don't get is why people bash down on a community college. It's like when I say, oh yeah, I go to a community college, it's like, oh, can't you do better than that? Like, yes, I can do better than that, but do I want to spend an arm and a leg and ruin myself? Do I want to put myself in debt? No. Why would I do that to myself if I know that my family cannot support that? And even if your family can support that, why do you want to put your family in that predicament in the first place? What's the point of that? So when you have a community college right here that's getting through your freshman and sophomore year, you're doing the exact same classes you would do at a university. I take English 101. I took English 102. I'm taking speech. These are the same exact classes that are required at your university. So do I want to pay 20 grand or do I want to pay 2,000? I think 2001. Because there's a lot of benefits that come with a community college that people don't realize because it doesn't have the title. People want the title. Oh yeah, I go to Kentucky, I go to UCLA, I go to this, I go to that, I go to all these fabulous named places. But are you succeeding? Are you doing what you need to do? Are you financially okay with this? Are you putting yourself in a whole bunch of debt that's not necessary? Yeah, I'm Essence and I go to a community college. What? You're at a community college? Oh girl, I'm at UCLA. Okay, UCLA doing what? Oh, right. It's just, something that I think everybody should take the time to learn a little bit more about. Don't get me wrong, if you're doing great at your university, good job. I am proud of you. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I just wanted to get my point across. Try and educate other people who are in their senior year, in their junior year, who are struggling. They don't know where they want to go. And this could be your route. Community college could be your place to go. Watch out.